Man, I'm tired of this. The seat cover in my 2025 Canyon is getting pretty ratty. Granted, it's years old, but we gotta fix that. So welcome back to Road Reality. I'm John, and 3W Auto sent me out a dog seat cover for review. So we're gonna swap that out for theirs, take a look at the differences, and yeah, test it out. Hope you enjoy. And before we get started, this is not a vehicle-specific installation. This seat cover should work in most any car, truck, van, bus, I don't know, anything with a bench seat. First step, we gotta get that old seat cover out of there. Start by removing a buckle, get the car seat out of there. I gotta remember how to do this. I haven't done this in so long. One of the things I'm hoping to solve is, you see how recessed these buckles are? Any of us with kids realize that if they're too small, they won't be able to buckle themselves in, and that's the problem that my youngest has. He can't reach that buckle, so I have to buckle him in. Now that I got it unbuckled, this is my old seat cover. As you can see here, it's cracked, it's faded. Maybe you can see there, yeah, I can see light through it. It is really torn up, and it's really thin. It's like just a thin textile, so it's past its prime. So we need to junk this and replace it. Now the replacement is gonna be this from 3W Auto. It came in an outer shipping container, another plastic bag, but that had my personal info on it, so I took it out of that before bringing it out here to show you. Already I can feel a difference. This material's a lot better than the old seat cover. All right, I've got it upside down because I want to show you it's got little handles that you can carry it with, but these are supposed to go between the seat back and the seat bottom. So you've got one on either side. We also have Velcro enclosures for the buckles to come through. At the top of the seat back, we've got adjustable straps with clips on them so that you can clip around the headrests. And then towards the front, there's a net, and you can actually zip this out if you don't need the front part. And if you want, the side part will zip up towards the seat back, so you can get really good protection of your seat. I'm not gonna need these side pieces to be up, so I'm gonna leave them down, but this is inside out, and it's got a non-slip surface here on the inside, and I'm definitely not gonna need the top portion, or the front portion rather. So I'm gonna take that out now. I was hoping I could remove the side portions, but that's a no-go on this one. There we go. It's a little bit fiddly, but now this front section is off. So I can show you, I'm a dog. But these two straps here, they're gonna go over your front headrests if you want protection to keep your dog from trying to climb up front. My dogs are small, they're not gonna be climbing up front, so we don't need this portion. Plus, this would negate my kids from being able to put their legs down, and I think they might be slightly more important than the dogs. They're not, but I tell them they are. Boop the like button. You're having fun today. All right, so that's out of the way. This is the seat cover as it's gonna go in. Let's get this thing installed. Installation's gonna be pretty easy. I wish I could put you up front, but I can't. I don't have the right equipment for that. This is looking better already. This black is very slimming. Makes my truck look skinnier. But it actually fits really nice in here so far. And I can feel the little handle down here. So I'm gonna open up these Velcro straps and get that handle and shove it in between the seat back and the seat bottom. And just by the by, if you didn't see my review on the car folding storage box, it's linked above or below, but that's all it's moved in like 3 or 4 weeks of driving. And since we actually got some winter weather, you can see that the salt and everything is just staying right there in my 3W floor mats that I also did a review on. I'll be doing an update in the springtime once I can turn on my exterior spigots for my hose. I'll hose those things off and show you how easy they are to clean, but I'll give an update about all that stuff later on. And if you like the stylish hat I'm wearing with the Road Reality embroidered logo, or you want a sweatshirt with a nice message on the back, yeah, I can't wait for riding season, or any other number of items, check out the link below to the Road Reality merch shop. It helps me do what I do and continue making poor financial decisions. For now, let's get back to this seat cover. And already, that's looking pretty good. You can adjust the straps here so you can get it centered on your seat, but that's up nice and high. I could get it a little bit higher, I suppose, but I've got those little handles jammed down in between the seat back and the seat bottom. So everything's covered and in place. See, look, see, those buckles are way more visible now. So hopefully my kids like it better. Something I was hoping for that I don't see here is a way to disconnect the side flaps. So I just have them tucked in here, but it gives you a chance to look at these nice zippers. These are pretty good zippers. I think they're plastic. They don't feel like metal, but these zippers go up the side over here. And if you had the front section, it would zipper up here to create a nice play space for your dog, or comfort, you know, a bed where they can lay down while you drive. But for me, I'm just gonna have them tucked in like so and hope for the best. So now, and going against everything they say in Hollywood, don't work with animals and don't work with kids, let me go get one of my dogs and see how he likes it. All right, you ready to get in? Come on, bud, hop in. Can you get in there? Sam has a hard time jumping. You want help, bud? Look, there's an opening right here. See, we have to tuck these in somehow. There you go. Get in, bud. Jump. There you go. Come on up. All right. What do you think, bud? You like it? My dogs don't like to travel, but stay there. So that's why he's shaking. But what do you think, Sam? You give it thumbs up? Oh, poor guy. He just wants pets. You want to get out of there? Let me put the camera back. What do you think of this? Is this pretty good? You're done, huh? You want to go back in the house? Come on, sweetie. Down gentle. Good job. All right, let's go this way. All right, thanks for the information, Sam. So after hearing from my focus group, I've decided to make a change. I've reintroduced the front section here. I zippered that on, and then I flipped this corner inside out, and I zippered the side panel to the front panel, which makes a nice apron down the front and down the side of my seat. So this is pretty cool, but as you can see here, I tucked it underneath. You know, I hit a little latch and the seat bottom comes up, and then it tucks under the side and the front to make a really nice seat cover. And then my kids won't get tripped up and the dogs won't get tripped up like they did with the old one flapping down there. I mean, sure, I probably could have done that with the old one, but I just thought of it, so I'm doing it on this one. Oh, look at that. Doesn't that look nice? What a huge improvement. Yeah, I think my dogs and kids are gonna love that. And more importantly, I like it better. It matches the interior of my truck better. I found that little trick of tucking the material in underneath the seat, so hopefully my kid won't have so much trouble getting access to it and he can buckle his own self in. All right, we got our child seats back in here. They buckled in nicely. Hopefully we can still see the buckle down there. Yep, it's right there. Okay, hopefully the kids have access to both of their buckles. I did have to squish in the side of the cover a little bit to get the child seat anchored there, but we're all set up. Not that we use my truck for road trips, but I do cart my kids to after-school events and things like that in their grandma's house quite frequently. So this will definitely come in handy for that. And it's a huge improvement over this, which frankly was really thin. And I think it was a cheap, like $20 Amazon purchase. So I think this is really going to work out well for me. Why is there always an airplane flying through my shot? Now, I was looking for downsides or things that could be improved, and really, I can't think of much. I was going to say the side covers not being able to be fully removed was going to be a downside for me. Then I found that trick where you can tuck them underneath and it makes a cleaner look. But this thing is thicker than the one I had. It has a lot more design that went into it. It seems to be made of much better materials. It's got that non-slip thing on the seat cushion, so it's not going to move around and let your dogs fall. Not that mine would slip anyway with the child seats on it, but you get the point. I'm going to give you an update in 6 months or a year on how this thing is holding up, but I think it's going to do pretty good. I will say that maybe the price is a little steep. I think it retails for $70 to $90, but I can sort of see where the design went into that, and I don't think it's too egregiously priced. Now, they do run discounts quite frequently, so you probably won't pay retail anyway, but even at this price, it's improved the look of my truck, and I'm happy about that. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video, boop the like button, maybe consider subscribing. If you have any questions on the seat cover, ask me down below. And I hope you're having a great day. Before I let you go, don't forget the 2 mantras and go check out that video next. 1, you have a 100% track record of making it through a bad day. And 2, do something nice for yourself every day. Maybe it's putting a new seat protector in your car or truck. Bye.